welcome to another Tuesday Live at 5, 210 Teen Library. My name is Julia. I'm the Teen Librarian at the Brook Hollow branch. If you've watched us before, you might have seen me. I've been here a couple times. We are cooking again. Yay! We are cooking cereal things again. I feel like this is my second cereal recipe. Whatever, cereal's amazing. And we're going sweet again. I feel like all good things. So today we are making Muddy Buddies. Some of you guys might know that as Puppy Chow. Different names, Reindeer Chow, Monkey Munch, and Muddy Munch. I don't know all the names for these. This is a little weird. I always grew up with it being called Muddy Buddies, but Puppy Chow I guess makes sense because it looks like puppy food. I have no idea. I wanted to mention to you guys that we are using Rice Chex, so this is a gluten-free recipe, but if you're a vegan, you can swap out for vegan butter and vegan chocolate, and if you're not a fan of peanuts, or you can't handle peanuts, nut allergy, you can use a different nut butter or a substitute for that. So we're starting today with our ingredients. In this bowl, we have 4 cups of Rice Chex cereal. The box looks like this. This is a huge box. We are using right here 2 tablespoons of butter. This is the list. A 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I'm using this Skippy Natural. You guys can use whatever you have. We're using a 1/2 cup of semi-sweet or milk chocolate. I have the chips right here. We're using some vanilla, a 1/2 teaspoon, and then when it comes out, we're gonna be powdered sugaring it. And I have about a cup in this bowl here. This is what this looks like at the grocery store. You can use up to like a 1.5 cups depending on exactly what you wanna do. So we are going to take our entire little board here over to the stove. I'm gonna grab my cereal too. Come on over. Whoop. You're coming this way, yes? So I have my pot here on about medium heat, medium, low. We're gonna throw in our butter. Get some sizzling action going on there. We don't wanna cook anything on high heat today because we don't wanna scorch anything. I'm gonna add in my chocolate chips. You could also use a bar of chocolate if you have that and just chop it up. That looks so good already. We're melting that down. It's not gonna take very long because I have my pan preheated, so it might take a little bit longer at your house. That's okay. We're gonna add our peanut butter. Big scoop. Kind of give that a whirl. I'm using the biggest pot I have because I'm gonna toss my cereal in this pot. So I really want it to be a big surface area so that I can get all those yummy Chex coated. So while that kind of melts out just for a minute or so, I'm gonna add in my vanilla. I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon. You can eyeball it or you can measure it. And that kind of makes like an interesting sizzle. And the last thing I'm gonna add is a pinch of salt. And that's optional, but you know, salt brings out the flavor in chocolate and it's good for sweet preparations. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay today?
Swim Freak said, I love this stuff.
Yes, Swim Freak. I also love to swim, but that's an awesome name. Yes, this stuff is so good. If you've never had this before, it comes from like the Midwest, I think, originally. And there's so, like I said before, there's a bunch of different names for it, but it's so good. So you can see that we're getting pretty melted here. When this is done melting, you don't really want to leave it on the heat because it can scorch the chocolate. And if you've ever done that before, it's not that fun. So we're gonna shut this off. And actually, I brought this cereal over here. Do you think I should toss it here? Let's do it. So we're gonna take our 4 cups of Chex. Oh no. Some stuck to the bottom, that's good. And this is gonna, again, require a little bit of muscle, but we're tossing all of this Chex in this peanut butter and chocolate mixture. Who does not like the combination of peanut butter and chocolate, guys? That's like a classic. Oh my gosh. So you wanna coat it you know, as well as you can. So this is such a fast thing to make. And it tastes so good. Okay, we're gonna pull this over here. Watch out because this pan is hot. So make sure you use mitts. Don't set it on your counter empty. So you can do two things. You can put this in a plastic bag and shake it up with your powdered sugar. That's one technique. I think, and I actually brought this over here to do that, but I'm going to, I think, just try to do it in the bowl. We're gonna see how this works. So we're gonna toss in the powdered sugar. So this is just making this like even more sweet and delicious. OMG. Oh, so cool. You can see it like coats it.
Another comment says, I love chocolate and peanut butter together.
Yes, I'm telling you. That is like the classic, like Reese's. Oh, so good. If you've never had those cold too, do yourself a favor and put your Reese's in the fridge. Awesome. So I'm tossing in a little bit and then a little bit more because I kind of want to gauge how this is covering. You don't have to use it all, like I said, or you could use more. You kind of just want all these pieces to be covered. Yes. So good. I hope everybody's week is going well. It's like 100 million degrees. Usually this is like a holiday food, or you can eat it around the holidays, or you can eat it any time of year. We're gonna eat it right now. Okay, I think that looks good. So if you can see, you know what? Let's put it all in. Why not? Is it swimsuit season? Who cares? We're gonna toss that as much as we can. Yum, 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 yum. Sorry, I'm drooling over here. I can't wait to eat this and to share it with my coworkers. Okay, so I think that's sufficiently covered. What I'm gonna do now is I have a baking sheet here that I put a piece of parchment paper on, and I'm gonna pour this out onto the sheet. Try not to spill. Oh, see, there's like extra powdered sugar. Oh man, that's okay. We're gonna put that over to the side. So I put this out on here because I could have used a bigger pan now that I realize this is a little tight. You want this to kind of dry out, even though that sounds kind of weird, but like to cool down so that all of the sugar adheres and so you don't burn your mouth when you eat this. You kind of just want to like let it sit for like, I don't know, a little while. I'm gonna have a piece because I have to tell you guys how it is. Quality control. Oh my God, it's so good. If you guys like chocolate and peanut butter, this is where it's at. It's so easy and it's so good. So it's really good warm, but it will be really good once it cools down as well. I wanted to talk to you guys real fast before I can't believe this has gone like so fast. It's like 7 minutes long, that's it. Yum. What I wanna say before we go today is we still have 2 more weeks, this week and next week, of lives for you guys, of crafts at your library. I brought home, this is the shirt this year. This is the teen shirt that you can win for participating in our summer program. It's very cool. San Antonio Public Library, summer 2020. So if you guys engage with us, like by watching our lives, by reading books, by chatting with us on Discord, or coming to any of our online programs, you can get a free t-shirt by going to your own public library, the one near your house. So definitely do that. There's a couple weeks, you can get the shirt I think through August, but there will be a couple weeks left of crafts for you to pick up. This week, the craft that we'll be doing live Thursday, yes, is a Harry Potter bookmark, and it's super cute. And I will be live next Thursday to do the final craft of the summer, which you can pick up at your local branch. One more time, saying that again. We miss you guys. Love you. Thank you for hanging out in my kitchen with me today. Now I'm gonna go eat my whole pan of Muddy Buddies.